you lovely people, welcome to my channel, welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. My name is Kirstin, this is where I art and craft, and today we've got the final part of my European Christmas Market Mega Journal / Banner Design Team project for Kreativ Paper Artisan. Link down below you will find links to the kit and a code to get yourself 35% off until the end of the year being 2024. You will also find below links to the other design team members. Go and see what they're doing, give them some love. This is what I'm doing, and we've now got to this binding stage. And I've started off just because I have, to make sure I had it the right way around, if I'm being totally honest. And all that I'm doing is I've got a bit of ribbon. Now, the journal that Karin made that inspired this, she took one bit of sari silk, wove it all the way through and wove it all the way back. She also wove it in a very different way than I'm doing because she had 2 holes about further in, while I've got 4 slight slats closer to the edge, top and bottom. And what I'm doing is I've cut 2 lengths of ribbon, for 1 length for the top, 1 length for the bottom. So my ribbon isn't one continuous ribbon. Karen's was one continuous ribbon. You'll see for why in a bit. And what I'm doing is this is a double-sided ribbon. It's got a pattern one side and it's plain. It's still got that lovely red stitching. And I'm doing it so that the plain stitching, the plain side with just the stitching, is the side you're seeing as you're going through your journal. And all I am doing is I'm threading it. I should have started on an actual, and I think I probably should really be doing both. Oh, sorry, I just caught you then. Wait to make sure I haven't knocked you so far out that you can't see what I'm doing. You can see what I'm doing, that's okay. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm taking my next page, and I'm going from the front to the back. Thread it all through, and then I'm leaving a gap of about 1/4 inch. And then the other side from the back to the front. So, oh yeah, I should have said that. So what I did was I measured, I got my ribbon and I measured the width. So I just went, right, okay, I need 25 of that width, taking a bit either side. And then I measured an extra 3 for each end, so an extra 6 on top of the 25 that are just bigger than the width, and that I'm hoping will give me more than I need, but won't be too wasteful if I end up having to cut. Mind you, it's not going to be wasteful because I'll end up using this ribbon for something else. Right, and what I want to do is I just want to put a little bit of glue to hold that ribbon down on the first page, just so it doesn't move. So I'm going to continue threading this up. Oh, before I go, I'll also show you these. If you remember, I was trying to put pockets and I was trying to work out how to do stuff with the dangles, and I ended up making these separate wee envelopes for them because I couldn't get them to there's no way I could get them to go in and not be clunky. So what I did was I just made an envelope with the papers, and I put a wee cluster on using one of these wee stickers that I didn't use. I used a sticker with a the snowflake, and then I ended up, it didn't work mica spraying the clothes pegs, so I ended up painting them with my copper, and then they just kind of go in that wee dooket, and then I'm just putting that on there to hold it shut. So I've done 5 of them, and they're in these 5 wee envelopes. So I'll gather those together again, and you'll see them again later on when I finished off this and give you. I'm trying to think. I'm just making sure before I say bye again. I'm not saying bye. I'm saying see you in a bit, because I'm going to finish this and then I'm going to give you a flip through. But I think that was all I had to show you, because that's all that there is to show you. So I'll see you once I finish this. Here I am back with the flip through. We have our journal here, and these are our little extra dangles in these envelopes. So I'm going to move these envelopes out the way and show you this. Now, I left you when I was lacing all this up. I've now laced it all up, and I'm just going to show you how this, oh, wrong one I'm pulling. Okay, so this is how it currently is as a journal. Can you see? It's totally connected as a journal. So let's have a look at it. I'm going to zoom you in a bit, I think. Oh, not maybe as far as that. There we go. And here's the front cover. And then each of the pages has a tag or a ATC. Some of the ATCs I've rounded. Everyone has got a stamp of some kind on the back of it, and they've all been lined with vintage ledger paper. And you could journal on these. You could add bigger bits of paper as well to them. All the pages and most of the tags have also been decorated with glacial paste with extra stamping. That holiday cheer actually isn't on the page. This one I stamped, whoop, let it snow upside down. The tag is actually should be that way round. Oop, it's gone out of focus again. There we go. But I stamped it upside down, so I'm just putting it in the pocket that way round. I'm not going to pull out all these tags because they're just all got the same on the back. Unless they're in the way, I'm just going to leave them in here. That one's got a slightly different, I used heat emboss just to make that whole tag shiny. This is another one that's got, and these are stamps that I've stamped on the back of, at the back. These trees aren't on the real thing, on the real one, because as I said, I think I said when I was doing it, you could write over these, but because that's not necessarily what this journal's all about, I decided to fill up some of these big spaces. There's a glacial paste stenciled snowflake there. This has got a wee Christmas cracker there. And this tag, because it kind of, it's that orientation, I'm sliding it in there that way. There's another one where I've stenciled with some glacial paste. When you get to about half, to start with, you've got to hold that up, just because it's, if I went like that, well, you could actually do it like that, that's okay. It will actually stay out. I didn't need to be holding that up, did I? Where did we got to? Where did we got to? That's some more glacial paste. And this one's got some heat embossing on this glass. There you go. Went a bit OTT on that particular one. This, I like this one. This is the Carol thing is in this wee thing, and it says nice naughty. And some of this is done with silver pen, and there's some with gold pen as well. That's highlights just put on that with the silver pen. You can see this one's got little tiny sequin stars stuck on it. So there's lots of different ways you could decorate it. And this is the last page. Now, what I've done on the back here is in between this last one, I've put this band of paper, and this is from these ones. I'm going to zoom you back out again. Whoops, that's back in, Kirstin. There we go. So these are from the front, these are the back, the ones that end in the back, and I've just put a dog glue there just so they don't move too far. And then all I've done is slotted them in and taken them back around the front, and that's how you create the journal so it stays as a journal. See, now it will open up that way. So I'm now going to pause you. I'm going to hang it up, because what I can do, you see, is I can hang it up now using these ties. I can now hang the banner. Here we go. Ready? Tinsel. Christmas. Now you can, of course, put whatever you want on it. I've hung it up the banister here so that I can show you the other side. Not very well, but hold on. I do apologise, the lighting's not brilliant, but you can see that actually what you end up with is a double-sided banner. So you could also hang it up somewhere that you can see both sides of it. So I'll try and go back a bit so you can get a full look at it. Can I get the whole thing in? Just. Ready Tinsel Christmas. And then there is one other bit. These, which all come in their little envelopes and are on their little clothes pegs. So I'm going to hang on the rest of the dangles and then be back. There you go. And the nice thing about the dangles is they will blow in the wind. And the important thing about putting stuff on both sides is that when they turn, you could of course just double side them all. But I quite like the fact that having a bit of gold just makes them stand out. So there is the banner. I'll see you back at the craft desk. Yeah, I'm back at the craft desk, and let me just show you one wee one fell out. Let me show you how then to put it back together, because I've just kind of grabbed it off. So the first thing we've got to do is, it's not even got the front cover on at the moment, it's back to front. The first thing we've got to do is fold it back up again. And that's the case of taking the front cover folds backwards, and then you just concertina the whole way through. Now that was an up tuck that was in, and what I need to do is when I get to that one, whoops, is, where is it? I thought it was kind of near the end here. There, it's there. Just need to see if it just wasn't tucked in properly. Yeah, actually it just wasn't tucked in properly, because that's fine. That's not gonna, shouldn't fall out. It's probably when I took it out I just didn't tuck it in. So it's worth, when you're hanging up, to either take all your tags out or to tuck them in properly. So then once you've got it as your journal again, this is the back page, and that's the back ribbons. This is the front page, and that's the front ribbons, and you just bring those ribbons up round the spine and slot them through underneath this. Now this is a piece of paper that's wrapped right round. It goes underneath the ribbon as well, and then it's stuck to this back page. So we bring it through there. Oops, other way up. That's, I'll tidy that up. And this one, bring it through there. Now it's up to you how long you want to leave these ribbons. You need to leave them long enough to bring them through and then take them back round the front, because it's taking them back round the front that kind of locks that spine in place. So you just kind of pull it taut and then just bring them back round the front, and then you've got it as a spine. Yeah, so what I've chosen to do is to then bring this round the front and tie it in a single loop bow here, because you've got one that's now a lot longer than the others. So a wee single loop bow, and that is just, you put one loop and you take the whole of that one through. And that just, I just prefer that to having a lopsided bow. But you don't need to do that. What you could do is you could take these and just join them on with these, just get these all together, and you could just wrap them round. And the last wrap round, tuck them underneath. You hide the cover, but if you're okay with hiding the cover, then do it that way, and then just wrap round and tuck them underneath there. You could also put them underneath this band in the middle, just to give them some more, but that holds them together nicely as well. So it's totally up to you how you want to do your closure. You could do something that you bring this back round and then have a little buckle to buckle these closed, but then you've got to remember that this then is a very short for hanging, but that's just the way I'm choosing to do it. Now, I'm not. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little journey through this journal / banner for the European Christmas Markets Mega Kit. Please remember and go and visit the other design team members. They're listed down below. See what they're doing. As I say, they're doing different things from what I've done. Remember, there's a 35% code down below so that you can get 35% off this kit until the end of the year. There's a link to the kit in the SD shop. If you enjoyed this and are inspired by it, and maybe you're going to do what I did, and you're going to look and say, yeah, but I think I'm going to make it that way. I'd love to know how you're then taking this idea, which I've already taken from Karin, and twisted and twinkled with to make something slightly different. I'd love to know if you then decide, well, yes, okay, but I don't want that. But I'm going to take that idea and do this. Love to know what this is, because for me, at least, this is what YouTube videos are all about. They're about getting ideas and then making them your own. So if you're going to do anything like this, well, following on from this idea, then I'd love to know about it, because I'd love to come and see what you're doing if you've got your YouTube channel. If you've not got a YouTube channel, then just tell me down in the comments below. Until next time, you take care. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Keep crafting.